avoid using flash photography, and be mindful of those around you.
My favorite way to visit New York is when I'm in LA.
Hey Luna, how's it going?
What can I say? I love my city. Last year, I did have a theater program, but unfortunately, because of the education cuts, they can't come back this year. This is my main source of theater. I was a part of a team. We created a play
Welcome to Live from LA. Tonight's performance is something truly special.
about these group of teens that try to save and rescue their cultural center from being demolished. I feel like making art, it helps me to see the visual of it. I can't wait to be able to share with so many people what I think is really important, a really big message, and be like, hey, this is happening, like, wake up. This story is bigger than a zip code. Welcome to our story, live from LA.
Entrance is this entrance right here. So the audience actually begins where this black marking is, and there is like a curtain.
Well, describing it, there's a lot, so I don't know how many rehearsals I have done, to be honest. Maybe around like 20 to 30 rehearsals around there.
We all came as a little circle and we shared our stories. And something that really popped out with all of the stories was advocacy.
It was one of my first times really like doing a poem, like sitting down and not leaving it, so I really thought it was good.
For me, knowing that my character is based on me is kind of great because people get to see who I really am. And whenever I wrote, kind of like really spit from the pain. And that's what I really liked about it.
I play a character named Jorge, and he is the coder, the project mapping, which you would see here on these two buildings.
We could use the Heritage House as the screen. It's big, it's bold, it'll feel like the building's telling its own story.
I go and I tell the processing fellows, I want to do this, I want to add this.
We first met the students, attending rehearsals, seeing them as they started to develop their characters, develop the script.
So Luna is kind of based off of my own experiences. Like, she connects a lot with people and in her community. Her name is Vero, and so she sells like the fruits and veggies for our people. ¿Cuántos años has estado aquí, Vero?
24.
Yeah, 24. I know her too since I was a child. Right now, we are at my parents' store. We sell traditional clothing from Guatemala. We do money transfers, and we've been here for 20 years. I like staying here. This is my corner of the store. There's a lot of pictures of family just like all around here. Because I want to show you this. I have my grandparents up here. And right behind you, we have my mom's altar. She prays here. May this day go good. May our clients come and arrive and do money transfers or buy stuff from our store. ¿Necesitas ayuda, ma? No. Okay. ¿Cuánto va a mandar? Okay, ahí está su recibo. What matters to me the most really is like my family and my indigenous community and me. And
put in all the work to make something your home. Who will grow those crops? Who's going to pick those fresh vegetables and fruits for you? Los Latinos and Hispanics, le echamos ganas.
I researched some of the things that meant a lot to me the most. We researched on Google like, images and like, the historical movements that we added on, the buildings. But I just don't want to do it alone. I want to invite my teammates. I want to see what they have, what they want to show.
it was really easy to use when I wanted to do my collage.
The program that we are using is Collage Tool, but we developed in P5 and JavaScript. We also had this coding session with the students because that's gonna be part of our play.
The coding where I'm doing like the little coding and it's like shows that I'm hacking into the system and loading the images.
And enter.
I feel like the projections and the speeches and poems were meant to work together as a duo. to bring a lot more emphasis on the message we were trying to portray. One of the main themes that I had while creating the collage was indigenous resistance, movements, culture.
I love that processing. I love that. I love that being the flyers. This is to pass out the flyer scenes and action. If there's actual people in the room, use them. Pass out flyers.
We call it a Venezuela scene because that's where I'm from, and it gives me an opportunity to share my experience why I'm here in the U.S.
I'm from a family of immigrants that everything that you could have could be taken away in a matter of seconds. I'm second generation and I'm proud of it.
They did what? No!
We fear arriving home to empty rooms. We fear for our parents wearing backs and tired eyes.
A lot of the things that we touch in this play are actual things that happen in real life. Recently, a lot of ICE raids have been going on in Los Angeles, where there have been people, they're being taken and incarcerated, and well, some of these people, they have families, they have children.
I'm so proud of you, Mija. This is not goodbye. It's a see you later. I love you.
Even being in this corner, it feels like a hug to me because of the cohortes and seeing all the vibrant colors. And I'm just like, this is my childhood. This is my home. And I am so happy to be here. With my voice, I would like to have the audience feel the feeling of human connection.
I was trying to search up the names of the people on the reserve list. There are actors and actresses there. Chris Pine's gonna be like at the front row, so I don't know. For that flyer scene, watch out. I'm gonna go straight to him. I'll be like, hey.
I am excited to see this side of her because I've never seen her act. She loves to sing. As a big sister, it's emotional.
Art in general is just amazing. I'm glad I'm here doing it with the people I care about, community. So, we're strong.
We have a voice and we're gonna use it.
Oh yeah.
Even with my status, I'm not gonna be afraid.
Each blooming in their own way. Each strong enough to crack through stone.
How can I use this in the future, you know? Because like coding to me, I wasn't so familiar with it, and to be like exposed and man, like this is so sick. I'm so inspired by it and so inspired.
But we will not be silent. We stand, we fight. My mother, this neighbor.
I just hope that people understand that even through harsh times, they're not alone in this fight. There are still people that are willing to speak up. We're still here.
They will not erase us. We're